anybody and everybody here has a group. You have your group members inside of that group. And you're going to take those experiences and you're going to do one every Monday, right? So you're going to do these experiences every Monday, and then you're going to assign them out. So this is where what makes us different. We're not just putting a 10-step video course out there and saying, hey, go take my video course and you have no access to me. We're saying, hey, be part of my group. I'm going to put these experiences out. You can expect it on Monday. At sometime on Monday, you're going to get an email that says, hey, group, we just assigned this experience. So we're going to have a call every Wednesday. And she used NASCAR with me earlier, which I thought was wonderful, doing a pit stop on Wednesday to go into, the weekend and continue on. But I'm going to put this experience out. I'm going to sign it out. Everybody take it. Now, what does that do? And I'm going to show you this. That gives you the ability to see what other people wrote. So when on Wednesday at 12:30, when we all get on this call, and this is Kate's call, we're all on this call, she's able to say, okay, let's talk about the answers, what people put in there, because she has it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. All right. So we got this group. And so we're inside of a group. So we got a group, and we'll just use this one and say it's the CPP here, right? So we're inside of this group. This is Kate's group. And Kate comes in and she creates an experience here on Wednesday. So she creates shortcut to your affiliate link, right? So but it's whatever it's going to be called. But this is a new Monday experience. All right. And then she's going to go in here and she's going to say, okay, well, I want everybody, it's a brand new one. So let me get shortcut to your affiliate link. And she says, okay, I think everybody in the group needs to know that. I think everybody, this is our Wednesday call. So she comes in here and she says, do you want to submit it? Do you want everybody to get that? Yes. Well, what just happened? If Kate were to said, Kate, go share your screen and go to your email, she just got an email. Laurel just got an email. Mel just got an email. So everybody that's inside of this group just got an email that's coming to them. Did you get it, Laurel? Yeah. So Laurel just got that email. So she just got that assigned. So now, before we get on Wednesday, everybody that's inside of the group should be able to have taken it, because they know, hey, I'm going in on Wednesday. So if they take it, well, Kate, as the instructor, the teacher, the mentor, the mastermind lead, or whatever, she can go in and check it and she can see. So for example, let's just say it was group strategy. Now, hold on. I'm going to go back. I'm trying to think which one has some answers in it. Maybe, here we go. What is Convene? So let's say this was the experience. And now on Wednesday morning, Kate gets on there at 11 o'clock because she knows the call's on 12. She just has to go in here and click on this link right here. And now she can go read what everybody wrote. Okay. Or when the meeting starts, she can come up and say, okay, hey, everybody, I'm going to pull up this and let's go through. I've already read through them. I'm just going to highlight what some of you guys talked about, what some of you said. Now, you're not going to feel under the gun. You're not going to feel any pressure. You're not going to feel worried, because why? What are your answers?
Anonymous.
There we go. Your answers are anonymous. So I don't know who wrote these. I just know that they were put in there and they were written over time. So now, as the group, you can carry on and you can talk about that specific topic. Now, I fly a lot, right? So I'm out flying the friendly skies with Penske and everything. So I might not be able to be on it Wednesday at 12, or I might not be able to be a part of that. So what Kate could do is she could record that Wednesday call. She could create a lesson learned. So the lesson learned, for example, and she could come back in the lesson learned, and she could take that that video and change it and put it right here. So for example, so now if I come back on Friday because I missed the call, then I can come back and I can see exactly what was put into that experience, So if you're going through the whole process, I'll just go kind of as if this is written. Maybe this is Kate on Monday. She goes, okay, everybody, and she's sitting where she's sitting in her chair, and she's saying, I want to talk about this, scripture right here, and what it means to me, right? What it means to her. Now, as somebody who went through school, and that was something that was very intimidating to me. as going through school, because, you know, and I think Laura would probably say the same thing. When you're going in and you're just starting to study that and all that, it's like, oh, this is deep. Who do I think I am? Right. Well, she puts her thought processes in on it. She maybe puts a scripture right there. The question then becomes, what does this mean to you? Who, what, when, where, why? That's what you want to point. If I put, do you like this scripture? Guess what people are going to say? Yes. Or they're going to say no. That gives you nothing. You know, so you always want to put the who, what, when, where, why questions, and then people can submit it, and then they can go in and they can see what everybody wrote. Now, and that allows me, let's say I missed it, I've been out flying all week, I can still be involved in the group. I'm not getting left behind because I can come back in and see what people wrote, or I can see what people did. The call, you know, on Wednesday ends up being right here, you know. So now I've recorded it. Now that, and I can write my lesson learned, but here's what happens. That's what makes this a collaboration, right? Now it lives on. It's not done. It's a continual process. And now it's just shared learning, because let's, again, taking the example that we're using, Kate might have said, this is what this means to me. Well, guess what? I might think it means something completely different to me, you know, and that's okay. But if we got on the call right here with all 9 of us, and I said, okay, everybody, let's talk about this scripture right here. I'm going to get the same 3 people that talk every week, because that's how it works when you're in a group setting. Only certain people talk. And the other 6 of us are going to remain quiet. We're not going to say a word, because that's not who our personality is. We're not going to put ourselves out there. But if I know now that I can go back in and answer that question anonymously, and we teach people this, and we make people feel comfortable with this safe space, and we let people know, hey, your answer is going to be anonymous, so that you can be a part of this, they're going to be more likely to engage and be a part of it. Does that make sense? Right? So as community leaders, as premier members, think that way. Think of strategies of how we can be more collaborative in our learning process. And the goal is to keep people going and keep groups and masterminds collaborative. That's what we really want to do. So it's one thing to go out there and do a call like this and record it and then just put it up there. But unless I kind of go through and start to assign it out and start to make people, you know, be active part of it till they really understand the system, they're not going to go take it. And you're going to be sitting there going, well, why didn't people go take my content? Or why haven't they gone and done that? Well, maybe Amy and I were having a talk about that, about Josh's group when he first started it, right? Nobody knew that it was being recorded and put up in these things, all experiences. And so we were going, well, yeah, after we do the call, go take the experience. But we didn't do a good job of, explaining what the experience was, you know? And so that's why I want to do calls like this.
So you listed the questions are anonymous,
Mm-hmm.
but if they don't have questions in the experience, it's just a discussion board. You have to click on to be anonymous.
Great question. And that's important for everybody to understand. And the way I'm going to show that is to go into just here into the main area. So I like to always add a discussion board into the experience, and I'll explain why momentarily. But I want to get to the mechanics real quick to show what you're talking about, Amy. Inside of an experience, you can add a discussion board, but what Amy's saying is you can see how here it's Jody, and Jody's putting them in. Then we have Brenda, other people, Matthew, and then down here we have anonymous. Okay, so inside of any discussion board, I have the ability to post anonymously. So I can go up and I can put the answer, make a discussion board as myself, or I can put it as anonymous, and so post it that way. The other thing I can do, if I came in to Monday Mindset here with Jody, and I'm like, well, I like this, but I want to say something and I don't really want her to know it's me. I just hit reply there, and then I can hit post anonymously. So I can respond anonymously. That's how it works in all discussion boards out there, in every single experience. If you put discussion board as a option, your members can add discussion boards. So this could end up being 15 discussion boards deep. Now, here's the reason why. If you go into adult learning theory and how this thing is organized, if I'm talking with Laurel in one of her experiences, you know, I might want to, that's what makes this different. You're not just watching my 10-step course on video on, you know, how to do physical therapy on your lower back. You know, you're actually can interact with Dr. Mel, right? So if she has something that's inside of there about, you know, lower back exercise for physical therapy, but I'm saying, well, my SI joint hurts really bad. I want to ask Dr. Mel specifically about that. And this experience is lower back pain, physical therapy exercises. But she doesn't really address it. I could actually come in and say, hey, Dr. Mel, I have SI joint pain, you know, what should I do for that? I can ask that in the thing. I'm getting the chance to ask the expert. So if you go into online content course creation and all that, and the theory behind it, you'll hear everybody say, create your free content to go push to your paid content, right? So that's what you want to do. You want to bring people and you want to entice them to be part of your free content. And then you want them to go, oh, I like this a lot. I see what this is all about. Let me go take the paid content.